on a day when his government nearly fell, on a day when chaos gripped the Israeli parliament. Benjamin Netanyahu did something no one saw coming. He lit the match that could start a regional war. Israel struck Iran's nuclear facilities. Was it a bold move? Maybe a divine mission? Or just a desperate act of political survival? This is Operation Rising Lion. And honestly, this is the real reason it began. A heated debate rages in the Knesset: should ultra-Orthodox Jews be forced to serve in the army? The government is on the edge, Netanyahu's coalition teetering on collapse. Streets erupt with protests. Citizens are furious. Why are they fighting and dying while the ultra-religious stay home? And then, boom, news breaks. Israel has just bombed Iran's nuclear facilities. The timing? Not a coincidence. This wasn't just about Iran, it was about Netanyahu saving himself from political death. Netanyahu calls it Operation Rising Lion, a name pulled straight from the Old Testament. From the prophet Balaam, Israel is a lion that does not rest until it devours its prey. This isn't just war, this is prophecy, this is God's will. At least that's the message. Politicians use religion to bless violence. Netanyahu paints the battlefield in sacred colors. But behind the verses and valor lies something else: panic, power, and a leader who will stop at nothing to remain in control. Israel's Gaza talks, frozen, hostage negotiations, abandoned. The ICC has issued arrest warrants for Netanyahu and his defense minister. The world is not watching with applause, the world is watching in fear. The UN holds emergency meetings, oil prices skyrocket. Global leaders urge restraint, but do nothing. And yet, Netanyahu moves forward. Because in chaos, he sees opportunity. Washington knew this was coming. Trump didn't stop it, he encouraged it. Publicly, US leaders say, de-escalate. Privately, they pass weapons and intelligence. Trump's message? Iran must give in or burn. And here's the twist. America's new Middle East strategy? It doesn't center around Israel anymore. It's moving towards Saudi Arabia and the Gulf. Netanyahu? He's becoming the forgotten child. Since the 1990s, Iran has haunted Israeli leaders. Not just as a military threat, but as a theocratic rival. If Iran becomes nuclear, Israel's dominance collapses. This strike was about nukes, but it was also about psychology, taking out scientists, hitting generals, and sending one loud message: you will never be safe. Tel Aviv believes Iran's defenses are down. This is the moment, they whisper. The public? Well, it's divided, exhausted honestly. The army? It's stretched thin across Gaza, the West Bank, and Lebanon. The economy? Slowing down, prices are rising, and reserve soldiers are disappearing from the workforce. But you know, war does one thing politicians love: it unites a broken house, at least temporarily. Netanyahu's enemies suddenly rally behind him. Unity in war, they say, but the military warns, this time there's no turning back. There is no clear exit, there is no clear objective. If Israel succeeds, Netanyahu becomes a hero. If not, this war could destroy him, and perhaps everything else. And as Iran prepares its retaliation, and as the world holds its breath, one question haunts everyone watching: did Israel just save itself or doom the entire region? In the end, history will not remember the speeches. It will not remember the headlines. It will remember the silence that came after. The silence before the next explosion. This is Talk Maniac, and this was the truth behind Operation Rising Lion.